So like I've been this is the first thought off the top of my head for those of you watching this YouTube video. So good luck trying to figure out what the fuck I'm talking about. But let's just throw the thesis out, see where we get. I think conservatives really fucked up attempting to broaden their horizons from trans people. And now that we are on the first day of Pride Month, this is why I think this. As you can tell from most of the social media posts that have been spurred around based on the rejection of trans people by, the conservative evangelical right, i.e., known as the Twitter warlords of debate, I noticed something. I noticed something. You know how somebody says, I'm gonna be so much bigger than you, just wait? And every single time they keep throwing like whatever tiny little accomplishment they get in your face. Oh yeah, I played a show. But you find out that that show only had two motherfuckers in it, and one of them was your mother. Yeah, this is where we're headed. I think they realize that they overstepped their bounds because while I could say out of my mouth for a period of time it was cool to shit on trans people in their circle, obviously. Um, Not yet. um, while it's cool to to shit on trans people, we already assumably used trans people as the pitching point for we already had lesbian, gay, and bisexual acceptance. Here's the thing though. Now, while I get that the conservative talking point is LGB drop the Q is for all four of the other letters and all the ones after them. One way or another. So you already lost that fight. And that's the crux of why I think this shit is because you went after Pride Month. Why are they selling Pride Month gear? You went after the wrong subject. Completely. Unabashedly, you fucked up. Because Pride was an enemy to that community because of something known as rainbow capitalism. Now the rainbow capitalism can mean something. You just gave corporations an out to be illegitimate allies who serve their cause regardless. You empowered them. So if they back down from you, they lose because they're going to lose the allyship buy plus your so-called conservative buy because these motherfuckers are not shopping at Target for clothes. And I know what y'all wear. Y'all go to Dick's Sporting Goods and like Models and shit. Get the fuck out of my face. We're not even going to talk about consumerism as it relates to a city. I feel like this is where you really get to see why anyone non-cis heterosexual keeps having to arc out, yo, we're not there yet. Signing gay marriage into law, dope. Can you do something for not hating gay people? No. There's no law that can make somebody not hate gay people because if there was, Reconstruction would have fixed the whole we hate black people thing. Instead, it spurred an even bigger demon that was somehow legal. We'll move on from that. In this day and age, we are noticing that there is more of an online dissension. People like the shooters that we've covered get a lot of their fucking ideas off of online. So we can stop with the whole online don't affect offline shit. But here though, if you're directing people to run that traffic into anyone other than transgender people, you're gonna meet the backlash of, isn't Dave Rubin gay? Isn't Pete Buttigieg gay? Like, you're gonna start hitting walls where you weren't talking about this aspect of them as a bad thing. You want to talk about the ideology and to stop indoctrinating our kids. How do gay parents explain to their kid? You always tell gay people to adopt. You always tell cis people to adopt because of the abortion debate. You fucked yourselves by going after these targets. As Globus just said, you attacked the next target that made sense to you. Like, going straight forward, that had to be where you ended up next, because you can't go after cis people. Too late. By doing the trans thing, you went after cis people. Lesbian, gay, and bisexual people can be and are generally cis to start. We could go through the whole other thing, homosexual, bisexual, whatever. But, like, you gotta remember, you're attacking normal people now, quote unquote, in your camp. This is where your logic falls apart, and this is what I've addressed in previous episodes before. Just because you view transgender people as not normal doesn't mean your hatred doesn't stem from hating another person. You will eventually cross lines, and you crossed all of them. Because if it's not a cis heterosexual person, it's somebody else. And a lot of them, gays against groomers is literally in your crosshairs now. You have no choice. That's why the replies you're getting are full of bots. This is what I mean about, and this is kind of the thesis of this entire thing. This is what I mean about dealing in the absurd. Eventually you have to, eventually you have to trip yourself back into reality. You can't dodge it because you have to have a viable target if you're participating in this behavior. As I can prove to you, but I'm sure if you're a fan of this show or you're just watching this for the first time, you're already in some type of online political discussion or social, blah, 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 whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Have your opinions. But you eventually will attack a family member. It will get that close to you because this is the natural order of things when you go down this route. And that's why I've said to a lot of people, we're not going to get the big implosion in the country that we had during the Civil War. We're not going to get, because there's too many people sitting there saying, why would I fight for you when you just hate me? You already said that. But no, it's just about the kids. Okay, so gay people can't teach? Are we back to the Magic Johnson AIDS discussion? It's funny how you hate Fauci for the Fauci ouchie, but you're taking his stance on what he did to the gay community with the AIDS epidemic that he's admitted to that you keep bringing back up. By going through what you just did, you launched and followed the dumbest motherfuckers on the planet, including Matt Walsh, Tim Pool, and Michael Knowles. You rammed yourself into not even a brick wall, titanium. You're not surviving 5-mile-per-hour crash. It's not happening. You're crumpling like tin. And it's up to those conservatives to reckon with this and move on. Because now that Pride Month is here, all you can do, all you're left with is violence. While everybody else, the Pride Party included, all just have words. The words. Why can't we argue it peacefully? Why don't these people come to debate? I doubt that you're even willing to have this conversation because you've already made your stance clear. If something you see online, if libs of TikTok can radicalize you, get the fuck out my face.